Hello everyone, I am Tanran from Nantong Hero JiuJing. Many people always say the Clash lane's influence on the match is small and that half the time is spent in 1v1. But I want to tell everyone, the Clash lane is the team's true tempo driver. One lane can radiate across the entire half map. Now, I am going to walk you through my understanding. 1. Details of early game laning in the Clash lane. Laning in the Clash lane is a contest of details. Whoever has better details wins. Level 2 and Level 4 are the two most important timings. The core of seizing the wave is hitting the enemy hero and the minion together. For example, if you only hit the minion and the opponent hits you, even if you reach Level 2, your health bar will be pressed low and you will lose lane priority. When playing Lu Bu, learn skill 1 upon start. Then cast skill 1 diagonally to clear the wave while hitting the opponent. At 1:30, when both Clash laners are nearly level 4, freeze 2 waves to gamble against the opponent. Wait until the opponent wants to come out to clear the wave. We can reach level 4 faster than opponent. If it is a hero like Mulan or Meng Tian, you can try to kill or severely wound the opponent to prevent them from taking the wave. If I am Biron fighting Lu Bu, I will definitely store energy in the bushes before the minion waves meet. When facing strong enemies, I often use the wave freezing tactic. For instance, if I gain an advantage, I will stand between the opponent's minions and the opponent's tower, crossing the minion wave to pressure the enemy hero. I do not hit the minions, I just let both sides' minions hit each other. As long as the opponent dares to approach to take the wave, I go forward and cast a combo. On the professional stage, this kind of wave freezing can stop opponent from reaching level 4 in the first 3 minutes, directly making that one opponent lose their influence. Potential risk warning. Pressuring across the minion wave is extremely dangerous. It must be carried out while confirming the vision of the enemy, mid, jungler, and support. Otherwise, it is very easy to be ganked. Wave management. If you have the advantage, control the minion wave in front of your own tower while simultaneously pressuring your position forward to not let him last hit minions. When at a disadvantage, the same method can also help you safely take the wave in the tower. If you want to return to base or rotate to support, then use the fastest speed to clear the minion wave. Let the minions enter his tower so he cannot do other stuff. The minion wave is your weapon. The use of the teleport portal. The 4-minute tyrant fight is the first moment for the Clash lane to show its value. Clear your wave in advance, communicate with your teammates, and teleport straight down to create a 5v4 situation. If you win this fight, the early game tempo is yours. Remember, the teleport portal is not just a tool for soaking waves, it is also your strategic weapon. The teleport portal isn't just for moving, it can also be used to trick. Practical tip. At the 4-minute mark, you can deliberately step onto the teleport portal in front of the enemy. When they signal their teammates that the Clash lane has gone down, cancel the teleport at the last second, then move straight into the enemy's red-blue jungle to invade or hide in the mid-lane brush for an ambush. This is called creating an information gap. 2. Judgment of rotation timing to mid during the early and mid-game. The Clash lane cannot be played as a single-player game. You must learn to support and bring your advantage to your teammates. The 4-step support method. Clear, observe, move, hide. Clear. First, clear your own minion wave and gain lane priority. This is the prerequisite for you to support your teammates. Observe. Look at the minimap. Is our mid lane being pressured? Is our jungler fighting in the opponent's jungle area? Move. If the opportunity is good, decisively pass through the mid-lane river. Even if you only show your toes in the river bushes to scare the opponent's mid-laner so they don't dare pressure the lane, this support of yours is successful. Hide. When I play Guan Yu or Meng Tian, after clearing the wave and walking to mid-lane, if there is no chance to gank, I will not return immediately. Instead, I will hide in the mid-lane bushes for a few seconds. This creates a kind of pressure. As long as you're in that bush, the enemy mage won't dare step up to clear the wave. You only spend 3 seconds, but it allows your mid laner to safely farm and even rotate. This is the invisible pressure of the clash lane. For your route to support, don't just walk straight through the river. That's easy to be spotted. You can rotate through your own jungle instead for a more sneaky approach. 3. Mid-game timing of split pushing and proxy farming. Alright, now let's talk about the core task of the clash laner in the mid-game, split pushing. Split pushing is not brainlessly pushing towers. It's an art about information, timing, and courage. It determines whether your team can take control of the map. The essence of the 4-1 split push become the one that gives the enemy a headache. The 4-1 split push simply means you pressure one lane alone, while your 4 teammates group on the other side to push or apply pressure. Your job is to become a problem the enemy cannot easily solve. If one person comes to catch you, you need the confidence to either win the fight or escape safely. If 2 people come to catch you, your job is already done, because your 4 teammates can create a 4v3 in mid, easily take towers or secure objectives. That's the idea of kiting. But to be this one well, you need to master 4 core abilities. 1. Identify threats. 2. Read the map. 3. Control the tempo. 4. Learn to mirror the wave management. Identify threats. You must clearly know who can deal with you. Before you split push, open the scoreboard and ask yourself a few questions. Who has strong crowd control that can lock me down? For example, Donghuang or Liang. If they disappear from the minimap, the danger level immediately maxes out. You must retreat. Who has burst damage that can instantly kill me? For example, Jing. If she is missing, you can't push too deep. At most, you can only push the wave past the river. Who has the mobility to chase me down? For example, Ma Chao or Guan Yu. Against these heroes, you must always keep your mobility skills and not waste them on clearing waves. Who can provide global support? For example, Neja or Liu Bang. When you see them use their ultimates, don't hesitate. Immediately retreat toward your tower or deeper into the jungle to look for a counterattack or escape. Mark these heroes as your primary threats. Their positions on the map define your safe pushing range. Read the map. The mini-map is your best teacher. Top-tier split pushers spend almost half their attention on it. Learn to count heads. This is the most basic and important skill. Before pushing deep, check the mini-map. If you can see 4 or even all 5 enemy heroes, and they are far from you, you are absolutely safe and can confidently push towers. If you can only see 2, 3, you should assume the missing ones are waiting in a bush for you. Use vision gaps and time gaps. For example, if you see the enemy jungler showing on the bottom side while you are pushing top, it will take them at least 10-15 seconds to reach you. That's your safe window. You can push one more wave or chip more tower HP during that time. Control the tempo. Move with jungle respawn and minion waves. Use jungle respawn timing. In pro play, we know jungle respawn timers very well. For example, if you know the enemy red buff is about to respawn, their jungler and support will likely move to that side. If you're pushing there, you need to be cautious. On the other hand, if they're on the opposite side taking blue buff, your side is relatively safe. Preparation before dragon fight. Handle the far lane. This is one of the biggest differences between pro play and casual games. Suppose the tyrant is about to spawn on the bottom side. Your first task is not to group immediately, but to push the top lane as far as possible, ideally to the enemy T2 tower. Why? Because you're forcing the enemy into a choice. Send someone to defend top, making the dragon fight a 4v5, or ignore the tower and commit all 4 to the fight. Either way, your team benefits. Only after creating pressure on this far lane should you move to the dragon fight. This is what gives your split push real strategic value. The mirror of wave management. If you want to take the overlord on the top side, push the bottom lane. If you want to take the tyrant on the bottom side, push the top lane. This is called mirrored pushing. Details of handling the far lane. Pushing the wave past the river is just average. Pushing it to the enemy T2 tower is excellent. When the wave reaches their T2 tower, the enemy must send someone to clear it, creating numbers advantage for your team to secure the objective. Part 4. Flanking, teamfight timing, and shot calling. A top-tier clash laner must also be a top-tier teamfight starter. Your job is to find that decisive moment. A perfect flank requires patience. Like a hunter, you need to use bushes and vision blind spots to quietly move to the enemy carry's side or backline. Once successful, it leads to a perfect team fight. Engage timing. When should you go in? When the enemy carry has used their flash or mobility skills, when the enemy formation is split, when your team's key skills are ready. Before engaging, always signal, I'm flanking, ready to engage, so your team can follow your tempo. Initiation versus counter-engage. If your lineup is strong, for example, with Guguzi, you should decisively initiate, even flash in to start the fight. If your composition is defensive, for example, with Huang Zhong, your job is to protect him. Whoever dives Huang Zhong, you control them. Speaking of high-level execution, we have to mention Ma Chao. In the 2026 KPL Spring, I secured the first pentakill of my career with Ma Chao. What people saw was the final 5-kill highlight, but what I want to explain is the thought process behind it. As the team fight was about to start, my objective was clear: eliminate the back line and clean up the fight. I didn't enter from the river with my jungler. Instead, I flanked through mid into the enemy jungle, cutting off their retreat path, and picked them off one by one to complete the pentakill. This play required not only mechanical skill, but also a clear understanding of my role in the team fight and positioning to best achieve the objective. A great Clash laner doesn't just start fights, they find the path to finish the game in the chaos of a team fight.
能不能来得及换？
关键是 Hero 给不给换？
马超带照了，
马超的位置很好，
主要打架的
后卫，两个切位，先动手。哎呦，五位这个位置有点落单，飞回去，但旁边站了个马超，伍子健只能大招给拆火，凯顶在正面，一个人顶住了两个，吃张良大，再吃王昭君冰冻，再吃jiuJing技能，当然吃的很干净，但问题队友给不了伤害，你伤害就是白吃啊，吃再多也会被打死的。2连击破，马超那个位置完全没人拦得住，3连决胜，4连了吧？
还差一个，
是不是4连超班？5杀
这个肯定到了呀！有复活，走位躲了，肯定让的5连绝世，坦然的马超。
Part 5 Hero Tutorials. The Clash Lane hero pool determines what kinds of compositions and situations you can handle. If you can master both Lubu and Charlotte, you'll be comfortable in most matchups. Let's start with my signature hero, Lubu. Lubu is the god of war of the Clash Lane. His strength lies in his defense ignoring true damage and his ultimate that can split the battlefield. The soul of Lubu is his first skill, Impaling Thrust. An enhanced Lubu and a non-enhanced Lubu are essentially two different heroes. So the core of playing Lubu is to ensure you can enter the enhanced state at all times. During the laning phase, try to hit enemy heroes with your skill 1 to trigger true damage and suppress them. Skill 1 plus flash is a must-learn technique. Press flash at the moment you swing your skill 1 to change its landing position, catching opponents off guard. It's a key tool for solo kills and teamfight cleanup. Never miss your skill. If you do, you enter a weak period, so you must immediately kite with your skill 2 and wait for cooldowns before re-engaging. The strategic power of the ultimate. Lubu's ultimate, Tremble Mortals, is far more than just mobility and control. You must treat it as a strategic weapon. 1. Engage ultimate, the most common usage. When enemy carries are grouped and lack mobility, decisively jump in and coordinate with teammates to secure kills. Always check your teammates' positions before engaging. Don't isolate yourself. 2. Battlefield splitting. When the enemy formation is spread out, jump between their front and back line. Your ultimate acts as a massive barrier, splitting their formation and creating favorable numbers for your team. 3. Zoning ultimate. When chasing enemies, place your ultimate along their escape path to limit their movement. When defending, use it to clear waves and slow down enemy pushes. 4. Counter-engage. When enemy assassins dive your marksman, don't hesitate. Cast your ultimate on the spot. It protects your carry, knocks enemies up, and enables a counter kill with your team. Items in different matchups. Lubu's build is very flexible. Don't stick to one setup. 1. Against physical heroes, such as Ma Chao Charlotte. After boots, build Nettle Gauntlet or Protector's Cuirass, first to gain armor and trade health effectively. 2. Against magic heroes such as Mi Yue, start with Boots of Resistance, then build Clandestine Cape to increase magic defense. Core items. Pure Sky is currently a key item for Lu Bu, greatly improving survivability in teamfights. When should you build Siegebreaker? Only when you're ahead or in the late game and need maximum damage to close out the game. If you're behind, build tank items first. Surviving is the prerequisite for dealing damage. If Lu Bu is the absolute core of the front line, then Charlotte is a top-tier flanking assassin. She combines damage, damage reduction, slows, and control with a very high limit. Truly a lane bully. Charlotte's soul lies in her passive splash gradation. After hitting enemies 3 times with skills, her next basic attack is enhanced into a combo. This combo deals high damage, has execute potential, and greatly reduces attack speed. It's the source of all her damage. When playing Charlotte, you must learn to store your passive. Before rotating or entering a team fight, you can stack it on minions or jungle monsters, so you can unleash maximum burst the moment you engage. Advanced techniques and mindset. Kiting is key. Charlotte is fragile and cannot tank like Lu Bu. Use the movement speed from skill 1 and the dash from skill 2 to constantly reposition and find the best angle to engage. Flash changes everything. All of Charlotte's skills can be combined with Flash. Whether it's a long distance engage with skill 2 plus Flash or a surprise initiation with ultimate plus Flash, these can create highlight plays. Team fight target. Your eyes should only be on the enemy carries. You can use enemy tank to stack your passive and approach the backline, but don't get stuck fighting tanks. Your job is to flank or enter from the side and burst down the enemy's core damage dealer. Items in different matchups. Charlotte relies heavily on cooldown reduction, standard build. Boots of Tranquility and Axe of Torment are core, providing essential cooldown reduction and penetration. After that, you can build Frostscar's Embrace to improve sticking ability or go for Pure Sky to enhance survivability and burst. After these 3 core items, Charlotte's build becomes very flexible. You can choose based on needs. For bursting carries, build Siegebreaker or Starbreaker. For more frontline ability, build items like Ominous Premonition or Succubus Cloak. If your team needs utility, you can build Blazing Cape or Frigid Charge to add control. Master Lu Bu, and you learn how to become the backbone of your team. Master Charlotte, and you become the blade that ends the game. These 2 heroes alone are enough to make you dominant in the Clash lane. Last, I would like to share some clips when I am playing Clash lane. Hope you can find some insights after this lesson and improve your game awareness.
哎，这个黑沙炮弹把龙拉外面去了，很细节，
用小技能去磨。
又狂个吕布，
吕布过来一刀附魔了，
很危险啊！
跳啊！跳了，金爷过来留人了，这边连方倒了，有复活甲站起来还要被手撕，还是倒了呀？那这波伊斯塔大获全胜，吕布一刀斩掉了一个有血魔的蒙恬。
哪怕大家还是会去
慢个几秒钟，我也不愿意冒这种风险。
黑沙爆弹蓄力，但这个拍的还是非常不错，接了个兵甲控了一手，神殿侧面起飞扑下来，这当时效果一般被JiuJing控了一手，吕布卡住位置，人群当中跟了一下，但接了长生的爆发，又打赢，而且吕布一波团战消掉3个。别急啊，这个人头估计还可能是吕布的，因为只有他打狂点最疼，但是这下没来得及，复活换慢了
，AG 打了一波0换5啊！
艾克 MVP 给到了坦然，夏洛特这样的话 MVP 次数来到了8次。
哎呦，歪击闪现过去，对，想打小凡，小凡这边可能左的撩起，关键滑到了，我这里给大招，但是没有能够定到小凡，那夏洛特还冲到了后排，夏洛特这边还在战斗，坦然，我这坦然团战一个人冲到后排，打到了团战结束。位移技能换位，再卡你分身，换位回来的话，1拳以后2个人，让我们恭喜南通 Hero JiuJing。
哦，夏洛特到4直接闪现，动手非常凶，但是被推进的塔里这边踹一脚，白金龙立面冲过来，配合队友一砸，但这下没能够打到子弹身上，再跟一炸，再跟一下，来顶到人群里，但这个位置苏灭拍起3个龙血压到3000左右，洛神重点的是把龙打到白金这个位置自己被动出来，但反亚已经成功杀了进去，二技能再过墙找人，这个位置并不是特别好留，但跟了一下队友的控制之后跟上去，青光芒剑2连击波到手，侧面 动手从坦然吧，这个惹得起啊！自己接反拍，反手打过去，正面直接拦人，梦奇反撞进去，2个起飞。
The Clash lane is not only a test of plays, but also a battle of will. Learn patience, learn judgment, seize opportunities, and strike with precision. I am Tanran. See you in the Hero Gorge.